Hey guys, this lecture is going to cover pupillary light reflex, which is a high-yield neuroanatomy topic and highly tested on the boards. I suggest you draw whatever you see here and really try to learn the pathways. So let's say that this is the patient's left eye and this is the patient's right eye. And we're going to flash light into the patient's left eye. Okay? Now this light is going to activate and stimulate the retina. Okay? And then the retina is going to send signals through cranial nerve 2, which is the optic nerve, and in this case it's the left optic nerve. Okay, so the signals are going to travel through the left optic nerve and go into the midbrain. And in the midbrain they're going to hit this nucleus called the left pretectal nucleus. Now the signals from here are sent to another nucleus, okay? And I'm going to draw it in a different color and I'll explain to you why in a second. Now this nucleus, it has a really weird name and it's called the left Edinger-Westphal nucleus. Okay, and this is actually named after the doctors who presented this nucleus, Dr. Edinger and Dr. Westphal. But what's actually really important here is that this nucleus supplies the preganglionic parasympathetic fibers, and it does it through the oculomotor nerve. Okay, so this is our preganglionic parasympathetic fibers, and it does it through the oculomotor nerve. So oculomotor nerve. Okay, so these preganglionic fibers are going to travel and go to this ciliary ganglion. Okay, and this is the left ciliary ganglion. Okay, now from here we're gonna send the post ganglionic parasympathetic fibers. Okay, so this will be post ganglionic parasympathetic fibers, and this is again through the oculomotor nerve. Now what this does actually is going to go and cause contraction of these muscles called the sphincter muscles, okay, and they're located here. Okay, so let's assume this is contraction of the sphincter muscles, and the eye is actually going to look like this. Okay, this is before we shine the light, and this is the reflex we get once we go through this pathway. Okay, and this is called Miosis. Now this explains only the left eye. What about the right eye? As you know, when you shine light into one eye, we have to have the same effect in both eyes. Okay, so this is how it's done. So we're shining the light into the left eye. We're going to activate the retina. Signals are going to be sent through the left optic nerve. They're going to travel and go to the midbrain and go into the left pretectal nucleus. Now from the left pretectal nucleus we're going to have two pathways actually. We just covered one, which is for the same eye, in this case the left eye, and the second pathway is going to be for the right eye. So we're going to send signals to the right Edinger-Westphal nucleus. Okay, I'm just going to put EW for Edinger-Westphal. Okay, now from here, now it's the exact same pathway. We're going to send preganglionic parasympathetic fibers I'm just going to call it preganglionic oculomotor. Okay, and they're going to travel to the right ciliary ganglion, and from the ciliary ganglion we're going to send postganglionic parasympathetic fibers, again through the oculomotor nerve. So this would be postganglionic. And then we're gonna cause contraction of the sphincter muscle of the right eye, causing miosis in the right eye. Therefore, we have the same effect in both eyes. Now, if we shine the light into the right eye instead of the left, the same pathway is gonna happen. Okay. Okay. This will be the light. Signals are gonna travel through the right optic nerve. Okay, they're going to travel and go into now the right pretectal nucleus. Now from here, we're going to send signals to the right Edinger-Westphal nucleus. Okay, so we can go ahead and contract our sphincter muscle on the right eye. And again, we're going to cross over and activate the left Edinger-Westphal nucleus. And this will go ahead and cause contraction of the left sphincter muscle. Okay, now that we know the pathway, let's give some examples. The way they usually give these questions is in two types. One, they're going to give you the damage. For example, they're going to give you damage in the left optic nerve, and they're going to ask you for the results in each eye. Or they will give you the results and ask you where the damage is. So here's some examples.